Swank here with JUNK180 once again. 707-536-0740. Check us out online, junk180.com. First job of the day today is a little different. It's actually going to go get some coffee. I made the mistake of using the last pod this morning for myself. I woke up first, I made myself some coffee, did a little paperwork. Typically in the morning, if I don't have something first thing in the morning, then I'm updating my books. So I spent a little time on QuickBooks today, which was actually a big one. I just had I put on a video not too long ago about some repairs on one of my trucks, my 2012 Isuzu NRR dump truck, and how after 15 miles after taking delivery of that vehicle, it broke down. Originally, it was diagnosed with the impeller on the turbo came apart, so turbo replacement. Well, once they replaced the turbo, they had to pull the DPF filter off, the diesel particulate filter, to clean the oil out of that filter, and realized that, once they took it off, they could see clearly that the filter was heavily damaged, needed to be replaced. Now the same applied to the SCR unit. That's one of the emissions components on these diesel vehicles that reduces NOx. I don't know, it's something similar to like a Cadillac converter for your regular daily driver. So anyway, SCR was heavily damaged also. In fact, it was partially melted. The repair company is not sure if those items were damaged as a result of the turbo coming apart. I guess I have some mechanical capabilities, but I don't work diesel engines. Actually, I've never worked on a diesel engine. I get the concept, done many motor swaps, usually on old Chevys. I had an old 67 Camaro and an old 73 Chevy half-ton step side that I used to play around with when I was a kid. So I'm familiar with the mechanical aspects of these things, but I've never had to work on a diesel motor, so these are new components for me. So in any case, they basically have to replace the entire emissions system on this truck, and that repair bill was about just a hair under $20,000. There's some related parts like the NOx sensor, basically just from the exhaust manifold back was brand new, 20 grand. I had them do about $5,000 worth of fabrication modifications, which included adding a safety arm to brace the dump bed while servicing the vehicle, and modification to the hoist, the mount that the hoist sets on for the dump bed. The original one was just hokey. Not happy with excuse me. Not happy with the quality from the company I purchased this from in the first place. So in any case, they get all these parts together. Took about 6 weeks for them to do that. They take it for a test drive and the truck dies. They get it to restart, it dies again. So they get it towed back to the shop, their shop, and notice that there is significant engine knock. So they take the valve cover off, check for loose parts. They don't find anything loose that could be causing it. Everybody, I almost said they were hoping, I was hoping too, that it was just some sort of quick, easy fix. No. So they pull the oil pan and find a whole bunch of metal parts, metal shavings in the oil pan. They conclude that the engine has let go and needs to be replaced. So they gave me a couple options, different price points, from a remanufactured long block to two complete, basically junkyard motors. One of them had 230,000 miles. The other one had something like 140, 130, something like that. So in the end, I optioned for the complete junkyard motor with the 130,000 miles, whatever it was. So that's another 10 grand. So in any case, I dropped that check off. In total, is about $35,000 in repairs to that truck. It is what it is. Has to be done. Doesn't financially, it didn't make sense to not do the repairs. Well, frankly, I would have been on the hook for the $25,000 anyway, because these repairs have been ongoing. It's one at a time. It's okay. We know this is bad. We replaced it, and here's the new discovery. And then okay, we replaced that, and then here's the new discovery. So they replaced that, and now we're at the point where engine replacement, another $10,000. So even if I optioned not to do the engine repair and just go get another truck, I'm still out of pocket 25 grand for the repairs that have already been done. So kind of stuck in the decision-making process. It almost feels like throwing good money after bad money, but at the end of the day, I'll basically have a brand new 2012 Isuzu NRR. Now, had I just decided not to finish the repairs on the truck, then there's all sorts of other associated costs. It didn't make sense to go cut my losses on this truck and find a new one to purchase, because half the parts were already new on this truck, and I'm just going to take the same gamble on buying another vehicle, where this one, I know exactly what has broken, what hasn't broken, the condition of the parts that are in it. So it didn't make sense to go out and find another vehicle to replace it, and just go ahead and finish these damn repairs up. So anyway, dropped that check off 2 days ago. Should get the truck back. They're saying middle of this week. That they feel that they can get their hands on the engine on Monday, have it back to me Wednesday, possibly Thursday. So really, I'm expecting Friday. Okay, so with all that being said, why did I even bring that up in the first place? Oh, because that's what I got to enter into my QuickBooks this morning while I was drinking the last cup of coffee. So my wife wakes up, and she was up a couple times overnight with our newborn baby daughter. So she is tired, and I'm down in the garage, and I get a text message, all capitals, one letter per line, coffee, COFFEE. And like, I'm gonna go get you some right now. So that's what we're at. CVS is right down the road. There's a Starbucks in this parking lot too, but she specifically requested just to get some pods. So let's go see if they got some. Can't find any toilet paper, but they got coffee. All right. Just get her some of this fancy stuff. And
I'll take the reasonable stuff, same price, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Every time I come here, I get some more baby formula. Excuse me. Could I grab that large Infamil Gentilese?
Okay. What?
Yeah, that one right there. Thank you.
You never grab this?
No. Probably this way.
Do the back?
No, thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Put this out.
Really good in.
Thank you.
So you saw the little table that they got set up in front of their register. That's to maintain the 6 feet of social distancing that we're all supposed to be maintaining right now. I don't know if I caught it on video. I purposefully wasn't trying to get the employee on camera, but he's wearing protective gloves, some purple, probably nitrile, which happens to be exactly what we are wearing under our work gloves right now. So, first job of the day complete. I just gotta get this back to the house, then I am off to our first actual job of the day, which is it's kind of funny, you know, because there's been a lot of talk back and forth on the junk removal discussion groups on Facebook. I'm a member of 6 or 7 or 8 of them, quite a few, about how some people are saying work has not really been affected for them. Some people are saying that work has really dried up. They're not getting calls or not as many calls. We are still getting calls. Maybe a slow down at first, but what we are getting a lot of calls for, that they've kind of shifted. You know, we have been doing a lot of pickups for companies, remodeling companies that you know, they use junk removal as their means to get rid of their accumulation. So that is kind of started to die off a little bit, but what's been picking up is people that they're doing their spring cleaning right now. They're forced to be home, and they're tired of looking at the stuff they want to get rid of. So they're taking this opportunity to actually get rid of it. So today we're going to pick up some debris. This guy, he's a drywall guy by trade, but he's been sent home for a while. So he is using that time to facilitate the remodel on his house that he's been intending to do anyway. So he's been tearing stuff out and piling it in his garage. He gave us a
call yesterday, actually 2 days ago, saying that, basically giving me that story, and that he still had some tear out to do, so we scheduled for today. Get up, he sent me a picture of the pile, gave him a soft quote over the phone based on that picture, and we'll give him a firm estimate once we're there. No obligation, of course, as always. Firm, no obligation, up front quote before we start the work. If he accepts, we'll get it done right then and there. We'll come prepared to do the work. So that'll be our next stop. Drop this coffee off, grab the work truck, the dump truck, and we'll be on our way. Happy to report that job one of the day was successfully completed. Some pots for the Keurig were procured, and I made my wife a cup of coffee and brought her upstairs to her in bed. She had her daughter, so she got some bedside service today. She was grateful. I got some caramel flavored something or other that I figured she would enjoy. Second job of the day, also complete. Happy to report. Didn't record that job, just some before and after photos. You know what it is. It is drywall, some lumber. It would have made for a boring video. So right now, that topped off my truck. I'm on the way to the transfer station in American Canyon, Delton Road transfer station. They are still open, accepting from the public. So I know for sure I'll be able to get in there, so that's where I'm going. Hey, so I'm at the transfer station out in American Canyon, and I'm a little surprised by what I see. Typically, I would not be enthusiastic about seeing a line, but there's actually a line. This is about what I would expect to see on a it's Friday afternoon right now, but definitely a sign of encouragement that people are out there working. Got junk, they're coming out right now. And then there's a handful of local haulers that I see in line. Great news. So check that out. Last time I was here, there was zero line at all. This was the first time, even during normal times, that had happened. Zero line to get out. Now what we're looking at. How's it going, boss? It's all C&D. What we got right now is the line being normal. All these guys. And the line wraps back around this pile right here. You're starting to look at a 45-minute wait, it looks like today. here with the lines being so short is a little worrisome. We were staying busy, but I was kind of taking it as an indication that I don't want to say the economy as a whole, but the economy as a whole had slowed down, which means at some point it may have had an effect on business. Being that there's a line here today, I'm okay with that. Anyway, James Swank, JUNK180, 707-536-0740. Check us out on